Hey everybody, Sam Burge here with Danny.
I'm under the weather, I'm sorry.
But today we're kind of doing a review on a movie we found on Microsoft store, and it's called SOULTANGLER. We watched the trailer to it, and
It's so bad.
this movie is like looking so cheesy.
It's described as if Reanimator was shot on Long Island for the price of a used car, which was what really got me into it, I'll be honest.
So we're gonna watch it. None of us have seen this yet, so we don't know what this movie's gonna be like. Personally, this movie looks so low budget, but
It's gonna be real bad.
it's gonna be bad. It's real B-bud. You can tell.
It's not even like a B movie. It's
Yeah.
like worse than that.
We're gonna play the trailer.
F movie, like it's just bad.
We're gonna play the trailer real quick for y'all. You can watch it, and then by the end of the trailer will be our actual reactions to the movie. So stay tuned.
It all started when my father died. And then I began to investigate. And that's when things really got crazy.
My name is Anton Lupeski. I single-handedly invented Amphoria, a drug that can make your soul leave your body and enable you to enter any human corpse provided it has eyes.
But I really think there's a good story here.
Alrighty, everybody. So we kind of got lost and bored within the movie, and now we're heading in town.
It's like really bad. Like it's worse than I thought. It's really slow paced.
It's slow paced.
It's bad.
And we follow three people really fast. There's like the doctor who got banned from the hospital.
Yeah, there's like a crazy doctor, and there's a guy who hits people over the head with hammers, and then there's just like this
Random
woman.
chick.
Yeah, it's just like a lady.
I guess she's like the daughter of the mad doctor or something.
I don't even know if that's what's going on there. They have made nothing clear really as to how any of these people are related to each other at all.
Story plot's like really bad.
It's like a really bad story, and like it moves slow in that like the action is very slow, but the transitions between scenes are non-existent. There are no transitions between scenes. It just automatically like scene jumps.
Well, it's not even smooth. It's just like one moment we're talking about the doctor, next thing you know we're watching this chick running down the road get picked up by a van. This guy gets hit by a van. The next thing we know, we're watching this guy who's wearing like a widow's gown over his head and hitting people in the head.
Well, and we never really see any more of those people. Like, we haven't seen any more of those people yet, and honestly, we're probably only about 20 minutes into the movie.
And then the introduction.
But it's really that bad. Like, it's that bad that we needed to get out of the house.
Yeah, it's that bad.
Like, I was stifled.
Yeah.
I felt suffocated almost by the badness.
We were like legitimately just like, what the hell are we watching?
Yeah, it's pretty all over the place.
So I don't know.
Really bad.
By then we'll have the other part where we probably watched the end, or we stopped again just to sort of bitch and complain about how bad this movie is. We'll see in the future.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Hey everybody, Sam and Danny back here again, and you know what? We gotta be really honest about this movie. We could not finish it.
It was that bad. It wasn't so bad it was funny. It was just that bad.
Like, there's no way to keep up with the story.
It's so convoluted that you can't possibly follow it. Like,
It's not even like that, like, type of, like, it's so intelligent you can't follow it. No, it's so stupid you can't follow it.
It's just like it's impossible to follow. Like, there's no coherent plot line.
It's just like, it takes, like, if you, every time you find something out new, you don't get enough time to, like, really intake it before they slap
and they
more.
just move into something else that's bizarre, and it's
like
what
the
are you
storyline goes
talking
like this.
about?
It goes, it's like, talk about the doctor, talk about the photographer, talk about the hammer guy, talk about the cop. And it keeps, like, every time it just stacks in that order every time.
The other thing about it is that the settings from scene to scene aren't clear because I'm pretty sure the whole movie was filmed in the exact same house. Because
I feel like that's
the
how
basement is where the doctor is performing his surgeries, and then, like, there's a bedroom, and that's where they have the, like, police office. Like, they're pretending like a bedroom is a police station. And then the living room and dining room are, like, supposed to be where she lives. Like, that's her house. So, basically, it's all filmed in one house, and they expect you to realize when they've changed locations, but they actually never changed location at all. They just changed rooms in the same house, and they're pretending like they're separate buildings.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's really confusing.
Stupid.
Like, it makes it so much more confusing.
Like, it just... And like I said before, it's just like every time you learn something about one character, it just slaps up to the next character.
Yeah, there's, like, too much built in, and it moves...
And it never makes
sense.
Really
slow pace, but they just, like, slap things in so fast because the dialogue is broken up so much by just, like, nonsense. Like, there are so many scenes also of just, like, people driving. Just like them driving. Like, there's no reason for the scene. It just shows them going by, like, a city street, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all that it is.
There's, like, a lot of filler.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's, like, a short, brief amount of action, and then they pack so much into it that it's like, what am I trying to decipher right now? And the audio quality sucks, which also makes it really hard.
Like, sometimes, like, the voice acting, like the voice acting was off, like, that one part where he was, like, reminiscing.
Yes!
Like, the voice...
No, but he wasn't even reminiscing. Like, we thought that he was, like, in a dream sequence and that he was, like, remembering something earlier. But...
it never, like, really made it out to, like, that until, like, at the end when it did the weird pan out.
Oh, so it was a dream sequence?
It was, yeah. He was remembering the first time when they denied him of his studies.
So that wasn't actually what was going on.
It was
in
a
that
reminiscence.
scene, though.
Yeah, well, it's him getting denied the chance to.
No, yeah, but the audio quality was so off.
Oh yeah,
no, I know that. See, I thought that it was a voiceover of him remembering something earlier that day, and it was like him talking to a lady in a restaurant, because what it shows in the movie is it shows him and this woman sitting at a table, and he's pouring champagne for both of them, and it pans over and shows a statue of Jesus and Mary, and then it pans back to her, and the audio is so off.
It's god awful.
Yeah, that when one is talking, like, there can be complete silence for their entire
and they
sentence.
overlap.
And then it'll
bad.
pick up as, like, the man's voice when the woman was talking.
Yeah.
It's really weird. And
like, we should try to do an example. If he'd be like sitting and be like you pretend you're the lady that's like saying like, you know, this is a bad idea, and I'll be the guy talking about it, like, my studies are really good, and like she would interrupt and be
and then she'd just be like,
oh, let's just talk at the same time because that's how it was in the movie.
This is what it sounds like, and that's what they're doing.
Arguing,
and that's what. And
sometimes
it even does that when they're talking.
And this is like really the scene.
Yeah.
So like real. That is really honestly how it sounded in this like weird dream sequence, and it's like. This movie was so god awful.
The thing is that wasn't even actually meant to be a dream sequence. It was meant to be an important part of the plot that he was remembering. Like, it wasn't some kind of a fantasy. It was just
like a daydream, but he reminisced. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To be really honest, I thought the movie just was god awful.
It was real bad. Also, in addition to the like 2 and 3 minute car rides that just break up stuff for no reason. I guess because they're really trying to convince you that the whole movie wasn't filmed in the same house. So they have to show
my
people
God.
driving, because if they show enough people driving, you'll think that this is
They're
taking
traveling
place in
somewhere
different
else.
places. Yeah, it's not. It's all in the same house.
It looks like it because, like,
It's
even
in
at the night
same
scenes.
house.
Well, I mean, like, a lot of the sets did take in the same spot.
They also have, like, they have the same paneling and the same, like, what are those called that go around your windows? Like, not the windowsill, but, like, the trim. Like, they have the exact same trim around all of the windows in every single scene of the movie. They have the same paneling in several different places that are supposed to be separate houses. And it's like, it's just bad. I don't know. If I had to boil it down, it would just be, it's bad.
It's a stupid ass movie. I mean, we just watched it for pure curiosity, and it's like, now we kind of see what we've gotten ourselves into.
Well, I
It's
thought
just
it would
like,
just be...
God, it sucked.
I thought it would be a movie that would be so bad it would be funny.
Yeah, like Toxic Avenger level.
Yes!
And it's
it
like...
wasn't.
It wasn't even like Toxic Avenger was low budget, but it did so much better than this. It's like...
Toxic Avenger was self-aware. Toxic Avenger knew it was shit. Like,
Yeah,
this
like,
didn't realize
This
it at the
tried
time.
so hard to,
It
like...
really did.
It tried so hard to be something that it would never be, and that's a blockbuster.
No. It was bad. The acting's bad, too. Like, all around, it's bad. It's
Yeah, like
bad.
all around, SOULTANGLER is god awful. It's like not even worth. Like, I'll admit, like,
It's not worth it.
the gore effects were okay, but it's not even worth to watch it for the effects. Like, the effects were good, but you only got like small portions of
The
it.
effects really weren't that. The effects were like hit or miss.
Yeah, but
like,
there was
some of
quite a
them
few.
were
Like when they
okay.
did the cut scenes and stuff. Yeah, it was stupid.
They were
Because
so bad. It was just the face smothered in blood. It was
Yeah.
just like fake blood.
it's like something
smeared all
high
over her
schoolers would do
face.
to make a
But
horror
he wasn't.
movie.
Yeah, there were no cuts on the face or anything. There was just all this blood all over the face, and it's like, where did the blood come from? It came from nowhere
Came from nowhere.
because it was fake.
Well,
Because it
it's
was
always
alive.
gonna be fake blood.
Well, yeah, but like it was extra fake. Like there was no semblance of reality there. It was just bad.
It's either in or at the same time.
They did pretty bad on most of the stuff though. Like that.
Yeah.
And then like to amp the horror up, they try to put in like dream sequences where she's like seeing zombies, or like they just show the guy like laughing for no reason with like blood all over his face, and it's like, I don't know, it wasn't scary.
Oh no, this movie just sucks.
It was very tiring. It made me feel tired. I thought I'd feel amped up and be like laughing. It didn't make me feel that way at all.
It was just like,
Yeah. I'm giving it a 0 out of 5.
yeah, this movie just
It's
sucks.
the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
It just, yeah.
It really is.
Anyone who's watching this, we saved you an hour and 30 minutes. Don't watch
and
it.
It's
It's a 1987 horror film.
well, I mean, but there are like, okay, so there are 1980s horror films that are so bad they're funny. Like, The Entity was so bad it was funny, you know. Stuff like that. But this is just real bad.
And like they even try to sell it so good. It's like if Reanimator was shot on Long Island's for the price of a used car.
I know, they really sold me with that one. I thought it would be kind of like slapsticky and, you know.
Funny, but no, it just
bad.
sucked.
Yeah. I feel like.
Like the artwork made it interesting, but like no, it just sucked.
Yeah, the cover art, I appreciate that.
Right.
Somebody painted that. I appreciate it. But other than that,
The movie
no.
sucks,
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah.
a bad movie. Don't get it.
So-
I like the poster for it though, and I'd hang it up, and I'd be like, "This is the worst movie I've ever seen."
Yeah, it is shitty. Like,
Yes, it is truly the worst movie.
I mean, really honestly, I could say this much, and I feel bad, but Camp Blood
That's what I was.
had
gonna
a
say.
better
Yeah,
storyline
Camp
than
Blood.
this show.
Yes. It did, and Camp Blood was also complete.
Like,
garbage.
let's just go through and
I
name.
thought that
Let's
Camp
like
Blood
list.
was the worst movie I'd ever seen.
Yeah, because when I showed you that, you thought it was
like.
it was like dumb, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of annoying and
I
stupid.
saw the SOULTANGLER.
And it's just like, yeah, that's even dumber.
No.
It's just stupid. It has no good story. God, let's just compare other horror movies I've seen that I could name. Oh, here's a good one. The Blair Witch is better than this.
I actually kind of like the Blair Witch Project, though.
I know, everybody likes the Blair Witch.
Like, it was low budget, but they did good with their low budget. This movie just did shit with
Camp
its low budget.
Sleepaway is better than this.
Sleepaway Camp, yes. That was better than this. Camp Blood. What else is there? I don't even know. Oh my gosh, The Haunting of Molly Hartley. That was better than this, and that movie sucked too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fuck.
That movie had a really high budget though, and it still fucking sucked.
That's what happens.
God, that was bad.
Just trying to
The
think.
Haunting of Molly Hartley.
Oh, here's one.
is
Here's
what
one.
happens when the person who made SOULTANGLER gets a big budget and is
Oh, here's
given
something.
a big screen.
Hannibal Rising is better than
I
this.
never saw Hannibal Rising because I had heard how bad it was, and I really liked all the other movies. And I didn't.
Other than that, I mean, I'm sure there's, it's just movies like this, you can tell people just made it in a basement. I mean, but that's what you get when you have the line for the price of a used car as your budget. So it's like, depending on 1987, wow, that could be like, what, $800?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, well, thank you all for watching, and this has been a review by Sam and Danny, and it's the SOULTANGLER. Yeah, fucking sucks.